guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So we have a new category here on JP Dokkan. That, of course, is the new Dokkan Fest Super Vegeta's Attained Evolution, Mastered Evolution category, which is it's very clear, right? I think this is a category that is pretty well done in that it is characters that have achieved or attained a form through training, right? So, I would say that this is a pretty good category. They didn't really mess up in too many areas, right? I do think that Majin Vegeta kind of, I would argue he should be on here since he's mostly just using the Super Saiyan 2 form that Vegeta trained very hard to get, right? I mean, the Vegeta that transforms into Majin Vegeta is on here, so I think like LR Majin Vegeta definitely could have made it onto this category, but I do think this is a solid category. And not only that, but I think this is a category that has got a lot of buffs coming to it in the future, right? Like, one thing I always look at with these categories is how are they going to fare in the future? This is a category that I think is going to very, very much improve. Now, the other thing, too, I would point out is the Moro arc, right? Like, if the Moro arc is ever added into Dokkan, or when it's added into Dokkan, there's a lot of, like, UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegetas who are going to be added into here. The new God of Destruction Vegeta is going to be on this category in the future, right? So there's a lot of major, like, you know, past the Dragon Ball Super anime, major Goku and Vegeta units who would be on this category team. That would be very good. Obviously, I mean, God of Destruction Vegeta would be a definite Dokkan Fest at some point in the future, right? You know, Gohan... you know, they don't have actual Super Saiyan 2 Gohan on this category. It's just like that Super Saiyan Gohan that left the time chamber. So I don't know that we're really going to see buffs for that character too often. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, yeah. I mean, we very easily could see, I think like an LR, like Super Saiyan 3 Goku that would do like the Super Spirit Bomb absolutely could end up being on this category. This guy straight up could get an easy A. Right, this guy's coming up on an easy A as well. He certainly could be a very major player. I think Dragon Fist Super Saiyan 3 Goku easily deserves a new card, and I think he will get a new card at some point. You know, Blue Kaioken Goku, I think like a Blue Kaioken Goku LR or something like that from the fight against Hit. I think is definitely something that could be in the cards in the future. Goku does also use Blue Kaioken in the fight against Merge Zamasu, so we could potentially see another one of those, right? Majin Vegeta, well, I mean, it would, in order for Majin Vegeta to be on here, he would have to be transforming, so I guess we wouldn't really worry about him. But like Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, I think is for sure going to end up getting an LR. One thing I would point out too is specifically Ultimate Gohan from the Tournament of Power. Is another character that would be on here. They don't count any of the Ultimate Gohans from the Buu Saga, but the Universal Survival Saga Ultimate Gohans, they do count as being on here, right? So if we got some very, very good Tournament of Power Ultimate Gohan, which I definitely think could happen at some point in the future, he would definitely be a major addition to this category as well. Golden Frieza is definitely one of the characters most deserving of an LR that does not have one currently. I would easily argue that Golden Frieza is such a major player in Dragon Ball Super, right? Again, he's in the Broly movie. He's a major antagonist in the Golden Frieza arc. He has a lot of screen time and is one of the most important characters in the Tournament of Power. So it's just like Golden Frieza deserves an LR. I think from the Resurrection F fight would make a lot of sense. And then at the same time, right, all of the blue Gokus and blue Vegetas, they're also on this category. So I think like a Resurrection F, like exchange blue Goku into blue Vegeta would make a lot of sense to me. I think the duo, like blue Goku and blue Vegeta together could potentially be a Dokkan Fest. You know, maybe they could each just individually have them. But I do think Resurrection F is going to get some respect in the future, and it's going to massively buff this category. And then you just keep going, dude. Like, God Topo, right? Super Trunks, the two Super Trunks EZAs are very good. and they definitely help this category team out. I think Super Trunks is sort of like a sleeper option for a Dokkan Fest, right? It, you know, definitely could happen. Like, you go through, there's a lot of characters, like maybe like something from the Metal Cooler movie, right? Vegeta right there. Like, there is a lot of potential options for this category to get improvements in the future. So I would not be shocked to see this category get relevant. It definitely does need at least one more super top tier option, but I mean, Super Vegeta being an easy top 10 unit in the game certainly does help this category's relevance as well. So let's go ahead and hop into an event and test out the Attained Evolution category team. Alright guys, so we are here in an event with the Attained Evolution team. Again, there's a lot of really, really outrageously powerful characters but we can make a lot of good use out of on this team, right? You know, we've had some recent really strong EZAs as well. EZA Angel Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Oh, that's kind of unlucky. Okay, sure. This exact rotation... Oh, this Gotenks doesn't hit that hard, but this exact rotation... all of these units, their weakness is that first hit. I mean, Gohan, as we get further in the event, he's good. This Angel Vegeta, by the way, could still look pretty good. I would probably argue this guy is better than people think, or like, people don't really talk about that Angel Vegeta. Like, he's a really good unit, which he is. It's just you don't run him in slot 1, and you have to give him help for key. Alright, but like, when that Angel Vegeta gets like his 18 key super attack, his defense is really high. Right, to the point where he's tanking very well in super difficult content, and he's able to put up some pretty good damage numbers as well. Alright, so this is going to be a pretty good rotation right here. I'm going to let these two cook for a while. This Physical Super Trunks and then Transforming Vegeta, both of them build up defense, right? Physical Super Trunks, dude, is like crazy. I think for long events, he's just a really good option. Right? Like, do not sleep on this guy. His damage is not going to be the craziest ever, but that 50% buff Super Trunks is getting on super attack like that is going to allow him to look really, really good as you're going through events, right? Transforming Vegeta, he himself is definitely not the craziest. He's aged a little bit, but when we're talking about long events, Blue Vegeta is solid, right? Like, if you have your Transforming Vegeta and you get your super attacks with him every single phase up to blue, the Blue Vegeta is actually still pretty good for like longer events, for sure. Like, you could use Transforming Vegeta and you could be fine in like the Legendary Goku event and stuff like that, right? Like, absolutely. Why don't we go ahead and play this? Let's go ahead and play this active skill for Vegeta, right? It's not too often that I'm able to get these in here. You know, we'll go ahead and see Vegeta's damage and shit like that on this rotation. I do love that active skill too there. Okay, so let's go ahead and see the damage that we'll get from Vegeta right here. Again, his defense is always very hard. Oh my god, 186k right there. Again, his defense on this rotation is like 400k plus or something like that. Again, the lion's share of Vegeta's defense he gets on attack. That's where most of his defense is. So it's like, that's why this Angel Vegeta, I feel like people don't quite realize exactly how good he is. He's just like a better, like, he's a better version of Ella Rose, because Rose's got no help, right? But he's a more balanced version of Rose is probably a better way to say it, right? Rose, I think, could probably easily hit higher damage numbers than Vegeta, especially on turns where you don't get Vegeta's active skill. But Vegeta's defense is much better, right? Alright, so, yeah, dude, Super Trunks defensively is way stronger than this Transforming Vegeta. This is a pretty good rotation, though. Like, I love how now the Super Vegetas and Super Trunkses, from that sort of sequence are now pretty good, right? Like, from that fight against Second Form Cell. Again, Super Trunks is pretty solid, especially now, after this super attack right here. Now, he's had the multiple turns of build-up, so now Super Trunks' defense is going to be very high. Like, this Gotenks super attack is going to do peanuts to Trunks right here. This is not going to do anything, right? So Super Trunks becomes a pretty safe option to run on, like, you know, any long events and stuff like that. The STR Super Trunks is going to be a really good option for Super Battle Road stages, right? It's just like Dokkan, you know, when you have two back-to-back celebrations with 10 EZAs, what it is we now just have a lot of really good options on a lot of these category teams we can make really good use out of. Why don't we go and play Super Vegeta's active skill right here? Go ahead and get this in here. Why not? Actually, no. Let me wait. I'm gonna wait. Because if I hold off on using Super Vegeta's active skill, we can get a much better attack stat for him, right? Because remember, Vegeta, to get his best attack stat, he does have to get hit first and then super attack, right? So because we weren't able to do that, I'll go ahead and hold off on using the active skill. Eventually, I'm going to start pushing blue, like the transforming Vegeta. Once he gets to blue, I'm going to start pushing him off rotation. But until we get to that point, right, where he's actually blue, I definitely don't want to push him off rotation, right? Because, again, he needs to stack up that defense of his. That Super Vegeta art right there is still, like, the worst looking dog shit in the world. Oh, he sealed Trunks. That sucks. Oh, come on. Okay. I mean, that hurts our boy Trunks quite a bit right there, because again, he gets, you know, he gets the multiple turn stack, so we're not going to be able to take advantage of that. I mean, he's still double-digit damage taking, right? But thank you, Kabito Kai, you prick, for that. Yeah, transforming Vegeta, only 2 million right there, huh? How crazy how fast these, like, major units age, right? Just another reason why I think it's just so foolish to always summon on every banner. It's like, you know, what if transforming Vegeta, like, what if you're a free-to-play player and the transforming Vegeta banner is, like, the luckiest you ever got? I was so lucky! And it's just like, I feel like he just, like, you know, like, some of these units rapidly age. Some don't, right? Like, take a look at Tech Ultimate Gohan, for example. But, like, a lot of characters seem to just age super fast. I mean, you know, when power creep is a thing, it's a gacha game, right? They constantly want you to be summoning, so characters aren't going to be the best unit in the game for years and years and years and shit, right? Alright, so we'll do a turn or two more right here. We'll see what damage numbers Super Vegeta gets up to. Remember, Super Vegeta is very, very ultra powerful, and he's often punching way above the attack stats he puts out, too, because it's guaranteed crits. So you see this 7 million right there, and yeah, that's super, super good. That's really good. Except it's a guaranteed crit, so it's actually way better. Goodbye, Kabito Kai. Yeah, this KO screen right here, as just like all you see. That is like the most common shit in the world. That KO screen, as Vegeta just completely decimates, dominates, obliterates, and whatever else you want to say. Okay, so unfortunately Super Trunks will be just a tad weaker right here because we didn't get the super attack with him last turn because of that bastard Kabito Kai, but it's all good. Angel Vegeta is going to be looking good here because we're able to get a lot of ki for him as well. So, okay, so Super Saiyan God Vegeta at double digits right there, transforming Vegeta. Again, usually by the time you get to blue and you've made sure to at least super attack with him every single turn, he does look fairly good. But again, it's just, it's a long time. You got to really baby things to make him look good, right? You got to keep him on rotation for a long time. You have to make sure he's hitting his super attacks. Just for the most part, transforming Vegeta probably does end up being more trouble than he's even worth, really. But we'll see, right? Maybe the transforming units like Vegeta and Goku and Frieza, I mean, if they got EZAs, they could certainly be like really sick units in the future with some EZAs, right? I'm not even really concerned about Super Vegeta right there. Typically, provided Super Vegeta doesn't get super attacked immediately, we should be fine. Yeah, only 16k, yeah. This stage is not strong enough to take down Super Vegeta. And again, he's so crazy. Like, guaranteed crits are so crazy because it's like, we have a guaranteed crit on this Dokkan attack right here. So it's like, even if Vegito did do, like, huge gobs of damage, if he did a lot of damage to us, I mean, we would be completely fine, right? Because we're going to crit on the Dokkan attack, thus we're going to get a huge, huge sort of like HP regeneration buff. So definitely, I enjoy this team. I think it's fine, right? I think it's a team that is going to age sort of in a good way. Even though it's type disadvantage, I don't really expect that much damage. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, he did lower defense right there, Vegito. Okay, Vegito, relax. That actually did a lot of damage. I mean, we should be fine. We're going to heal up like crazy after this turn because, again, Vegeta did crit with the Dokkan attack. Our health is so low. Okay, well. Oh, you know what we could do? So we're going to have a field full of physical orbs right here. So besides the... Oh, well, we full healed from Vegeta's Dokkan attack anyway. But I was going to say we get the field full of physical orbs. Yeah, he's at 230k defense. Transforming Vegeta, that's not bad. We'll go ahead and let Transforming Vegeta kind of finish us out right here. Let me know what you guys think of the Attained Evolution category team. Again, I think it's a fairly solid team. I definitely think there's a lot of avenues for it to improve in the future, which is good. But there is still, you know, a lot that can be done, and it does need more, right? But let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.